Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Debbie.
We are real-life scientists, and we want to share some science-y stories that are exploratory, robotic, and sometimes rocky, but with an ad-libs twist.
You are listening to Lab Libs.
I'm a bio-pirate, actually. A mouse on a frog? You can't put a mouse on a frog, can you? Square dancing! Square dancing! Woo! Yeehaw!
Well, it is a special day today.
Episode 10.
Episode 10. I can't believe it.
I can't believe we've done 10 of these things. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I was just saying that I feel so happy to do something just for the, joy of it.
Yeah.
I really have enjoyed doing this project with you a lot.
Yeah, me too. At first, is you can't even envision a time where you're going to be doing 10 episodes, Just I've got a couple in my mind, but making it to 10 was pretty incredible.
I know,
I'd
say, to be consistent and find time to do it.
Yeah. But we do really value our listeners, whoever's listened to 10 episodes of this. Regardless, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a great way for me to learn new stuff and share it with others. And
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
As always, you know what we've got to do.
I need an out of context quote.
We've got to take something out of context. Okay, today I have one that you might recognize, depending on how, chronically online you are, like me.
Okay.
It's, my battery is getting low, and it's getting dark. Do you know it?
No. This is a quote?
Yeah, it's a quote.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a quote that went, really viral a few years ago.
It's getting low.
Well, maybe
it's getting really dark.
6 years ago or something like that.
Okay, interesting.
So, today we're going to go to outer space together.
Ooh.
And your first Lab Libs comes right away, which is a planet in our solar system, the topic of the day.
I said Mars.
What do you think?
I'm not sure. I guess I just said Mars because of our biosphere episode. It was Mars colonization type thing. That's what I went with.
Maybe I was a little inspired by that. I didn't think of that connection, but it is Mars.
Mars.
You're right.
All
yes.
Right.
So today I'm going to take you through a little bit of what we know about Mars and how we know it, but mostly we're going to talk about how we have explored Mars in all different ways.
Okay.
From orbiters to landers to rovers. Oh my.
Okay. I know exactly none of those terms.
Okay,
so
cool.
It's fun.
Wow, that's awesome. I thought maybe you would know a lot about this topic.
I think a rover is a moving camera thing.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So
that's what I got.
We'll start with, what do we know about Mars? Mars was first observed by Galileo Galilei in 1610. It was able to be observed so early because it's visible to the naked eye most years.
Okay.
And it varies in brightness, so it's noticeable.
Huh.
The surface appears red due to the large amount of rusting iron in the rocks and dust.
Oh.
Now, we didn't know that in 1610, but it does appear a little bit red to the naked eye sometimes when it's closer. The atmosphere is currently insufficient for life to survive. For example, the atmosphere is 95.3% carbon dioxide.
Right. So that's a problem.
That's a problem. For most life. All life. There's also wildly fluctuating extreme temperatures.
Oh, interesting. That happens on Naked and Afraid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think
in
to
the
this
desert.
level. Not to this level, Debbie. I assure you.
Okay.
So it's got a maximum temperature of something that seems mild, about 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Average day.
Okay.
In a night, it's kind of warm, right?
Oh, nice day.
But it fluctuates down to your next Lab Libs. An extremely cold temperature.
Yes.
You said -10. Way not extreme enough.
That's not extreme enough?
Way not extreme enough.
That's extreme.
Give me another guess. Way more extreme.
Negative 30? What? What is it?
Negative 225 degrees Fahrenheit.
No, that's not even a thing. That's not even a thing.
So
that's another huge problem.
Big problem.
For life.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's another fun fact about the temperature. There's no atmosphere. It's very thin. And so the heat from the sun dissipates quickly after it hits the surface.
Okay.
Meaning just a few feet up. Like a few feet, like from your toes to your head.
Yeah.
The temperature drops down to below freezing. Even if it's 70 degrees on the surface.
Oh.
Your head is not. Your head is frozen. Mars, at one point in its history, had a thicker atmosphere, and based on what we know now, likely had water on its surface at one point. Until about 3 or 4 billion years ago, though.
Right. That's a totally normal number, yeah.
Right. When the protective magnetic field was lost and solar radiation stripped the atmosphere. So the atmosphere became really thin. All the stuff that was in it, all the gases that were in it, were just scorched up by the sun.
I was going to say, so this is sun related, solar. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. The freaking sun, man.
I know.
I tell you what. I tell you what.
Yeah, it's the sun. As far as I could understand, the sun is both responsible for being so hot it dried up all the water, and being so far away that the temperature is extremely, extremely cold.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
the sun, man.
The sun. When we first observed Mars later with a telescope in the 1800s, Giovanni Schiaparelli and others thought that they saw these canals on the surface of Mars,
Okay.
where a river might have flown or something like that. They could see these long lines of a canal.
Dried up canal beds, basically. Okay.
Even at that time, there was a lot of debate on these canals, if they existed or what they meant or represented for Mars's history. But starting around that time in the late 1800s, some creative and scientific speculations riled the public's interest and launched the beginning of the fascination with the possible life on Mars that we could imagine.
Okay.
Now, if there were canals,
with the canal
maybe there was
issue?
water. If there was water, maybe there was life.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Okay.
The canals were later confirmed to not exist.
Oh.
And they're actually just craters and shadows
Okay, great.
with a trick of the light seen in the telescope.
Yeah.
Like an illusion. That made it look like a canal.
Yeah.
But it was really just large craters casting shadows on the surface.
Right.
But the public's mind had already been invigorated, and science fiction depictions of life on Mars ramped up in the 1880s and 1890s. And we've been imagining and searching for evidence of water and life on Mars ever since. Particularly, H.G. Wells wrote The War of the Worlds in 1897. This solidified this image of a tall, threatening Martian creature invading Earth. That's where that came from.
Okay.
Other authors in the same time period speculated on secret Martian colonies that could be present in obscure locations on Earth, which is your next Lab Libs.
Okay.
Where do you think the science fiction writers of the 1890s imagined that Martian colonies could be hiding on Earth?
Okay, so my guess was the Sahara.
Right.
But if you're asking me now, I would say maybe somewhere deep in the ocean.
Deep in the ocean. Okay.
Yeah. That's what that would be my guess. That they would think it would be some huge colony down in the depths.
Like in submarines or something.
Yeah, in a biosphere bubble.
Biosphere 1. Made by Martians. You heard it here first.
The Martian sphere.
The Martian sphere.
Yeah.
No, they actually imagined in these early science fiction novels that there were Martian colonies hiding in the North or South Poles.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I see that.
By the 1960s, Martian sci-fi had evolved to include ideas of ancient Martian civilizations and also human explorations and colonizations on Mars. We're all now part of this sci-fi genre.
Yeah.
Now, in more reality-based science investigations about Mars, we have many times thought we found evidence of life on Mars from some time in its past. And then later, science ends up showing that an inorganic occurrence is more likely the culprit of this so-called evidence. But the discoveries still teach us a lot. I'll give you the two most major examples. In 1996, scientists were studying this meteorite from Mars
Okay.
called ALH 84001.
Or catchy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
They thought they found microbial fossils, and everybody got really excited
Oh. From this meteor?
on this meteor.
Okay.
Yeah, they thought they found patterns in the rocks
Uh-huh.
that were fossils, similar to microbial fossils
Okay.
we found in
Okay.
rocks on Earth. They thought, here we've proven life on Mars.
Right.
Later, most scientists have agreed that inorganic processes are more likely the origin of these structures in the rocks. Once they studied them further and studied what chemicals were found in the rocks, they could pinpoint another reaction that would maybe propel some gas through that rock and cause
Okay.
those divots or something.
All right.
And those things, based on the composition of the meteorite, were deemed much more likely. And there was not evidence in other ways to support life had been in that rock, right?
So
But
they were party poopers, is what you're
they were
saying.
party poopers. I bet they went to lunch with the people that said Pluto's not a planet. No, I mean, it's part of science. You think you've done something and then later you study it more, right?
I know.
I know. But even though that didn't prove that microbes lived on Mars, it did highlight a really important realization. Many non-biological processes could produce lifelike features.
Okay.
Okay, that was important to know because just because it looked like there was life here, it still required further study.
Right.
Our determination for this question, has life existed on Mars and can it now, would have to be extremely comprehensive, detailed. This has led us to focus on a deep collection of vast types of data with many evolutions of technology over the decades. Now, we have been searching for life scientifically, in addition to with our imaginations,
Right.
for a long time.
Yes.
It sort of started in the 1960s space race,
Yeah.
where the US and the Soviet Union were racing to get to the moon.
Right.
They were kind of also racing to send a probe to orbit Mars.
Okay.
In 1963, the first Soviet probe, Mars 1, flew past Mars and collected data, but we lost contact before it returned.
Oh.
So, no success.
Okay.
In 1971, the USA's Mariner 9 became the first object to orbit Mars. It actually beat the Soviet Union's attempt, Mars 2, by just a matter of days.
Really?
So Mariner 9 did orbit first.
Okay. All right.
But here's your next Lab Libs. How many days do you think it beat out the Soviet Union mission? It was a number less than 20.
I said 19, but I'm going to say it's lower than that. So I would say they beat it by 3 days.
It is lower than 19.
Yeah.
It's 13 days
13 days?
that
Okay.
the US beat out the Soviet Union for orbiting Mars.
Okay.
So Mars 2, the one from the Soviet Union, was actually pretty ambitious. It was also trying to land on the surface. And in that process, it crashed.
Yeah.
Mars 3 from the Soviet Union orbited successfully and sent data for 8 months. But because Mariner 9 was first and the whole crash landing of Mars 2, it's largely been forgotten. Not many people talk about Mars 3.
Poor Mars 3.
This history of Mars objects.
Didn't even get a good name.
I know, Mars 3. Like,
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so all those things orbiting, that was in 1971.
Okay.
By 1976, we have landed
We landed on Mars.
on Mars. Yep.
Okay.
Exciting, right?
With what?
On July 20th, 1976, USA's Viking 1 was the first spacecraft to land safely on the surface of Mars and send back images to Earth.
Wow.
In 1976.
That's pretty incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
So there was a famous scientist of the time that helped design the Viking landers. He was famous on television, which is your next Lab Libs, that you were very confident about.
I was confident about it, but you said the famous scientist on television, right?
Yes, but now I'm giving you an additional hint that we're in
Yes.
1976.
Right. So I said Bill Nye, and it's not going to be Bill Nye.
It's not Bill Nye.
But is that like Neil deGrasse Tyson or something?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is the successor to this scientist.
Okay, who is it? I don't know.
Carl Sagan.
I don't know who that is.
Really?
No.
Oh. Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson is the current host of the show called Cosmos.
Okay.
And it's a remake of the show from the 1970s called
Okay.
Cosmos that was hosted by Carl Sagan.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I didn't know this, but he was also apparently working at NASA, designing the first thing that we landed on Mars.
Wow, okay. Busy man.
So, there were two ships, Viking 1 and Viking 2, that landed in 1976. They each survived much longer than expected,
Okay.
which is a pattern that we're going to see for many of the things sent to Mars. Viking 1 and Viking 2 were both only thought to last for a matter of weeks,
Okay.
but the first one operated for 4 years, and the second one operated for 2 years.
Wow.
Now, they were powered by generating electricity from the heat given off by a radioactive element.
On Mars.
It didn't originate from Mars. Like, we put
Okay.
a radioactive element
Okay, we put the element in there.
on the lander,
Okay.
right? So now, remember earlier in the episode I said orbiters, landers, and rovers. Oh my.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Well, we've talked about the orbiters.
Yes.
Mariner, the Mars missions from Soviet Union, and a host of other orbiters throughout the years.
Yeah.
Now we're on landers.
Okay.
So Viking 1 was the first lander here. So it's powered by the heat given off from decaying this radioactive element
Yes.
that we've put in it from Earth. Mm-hmm. What do you think the element is?
So the lab lib was radioactive element. And I said plutonium.
Yes, you did.
It's probably the only one I could think of at the time. And so that's what I went with.
You're right.
Yay!
It is plutonium.
Now, is it going to continue to just feed off of the one source that we gave it? Or is it going to get energy from something on Mars as well?
It is
to keep
just-
it powered for 4 years?
It's just getting energy from that one power source.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
It's not using very much energy, number one. It's using a limited amount. Plutonium, I guess, due to its long half-life, it produces heat for a very long time.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So we can generate electricity from that.
Got it.
Each of these landers, number 1 and number 2, thing 1 and thing 2, they each had twin cameras and a really simple arm for soil collection and experimentation, and some spectrometers and sensors.
Okay.
This was another time that the public and scientific communities got really excited that we might have found evidence of life on Mars.
Okay.
The Viking lander did an experiment where it used its arm to inject nutrients into the soil.
Okay.
And it measured if the nutrients were used up.
All right.
So it puts nutrients in, and it says, if there's life here,
All right.
it'll use them up.
Okay.
They did get used up.
Okay.
And so they were very excited. Look at this. The nutrients got used up. Must be
Somebody's
microbes.
using something.
Somebody's using it. It was later agreed by scientists that, again, non-biological chemical reactions were responsible.
They're so boring. Yeah.
Stupid Mars soil and its stupid inorganic chemical reactions.
And these stupid scientists that just keep naysaying everything.
Where's the conspiracy theorists? You know, in the scientific community.
minute to poo-poo all the good ideas.
I found this interesting quote from Lindsay Hayes, who's the deputy program scientist for the astrobiology program at NASA, in current times, not back then in the 70s. She said, both of those interpretations of results were inhibited by a lack of context. In the case of the Viking, a lack of context about the measurements they were going to be making and what they could tell us about the environment we were measuring them in. And in the case of the Martian meteorite, a lack of context about the environment those rocks came from.
Okay.
I just thought it was an interesting perspective, that it's not that the results were wrong. We saw what we saw.
Right.
But we had no context of what environment those observations came from or how our measurements could be translated into conclusions.
Right.
So we're really learning what it means to search for life and what the qualifications for true evidence must be.
Okay.
And we're actually still using those lessons in our search for life elsewhere, outside of Mars. Let's get to some fun stuff.
Okay.
Since you're so fed up with these party poopers.
Yeah.
And the fun stuff is we put so many robots on Mars.
We've created a robot colony there on Mars.
Yes. I just think of Wall-E.
Yes.
They're all
just all running into each other like Roombas.
Yeah. July 4th, 1977, the first Mars rover landed, named Sojourner, as well as the lander that delivered it to the surface, called Pathfinder.
Okay.
I really love all the names that they give.
Those are good.
Yeah, they're much better than Mariner. They've really evolved.
Yeah.
Much better than Mars 1.
Mars 3.
Mars 3, right? So now we've got a thing that landed on Mars called Pathfinder.
Yes.
And out it rolled the first rover, Sojourner.
Yeah.
Who was named after Sojourner Truth, an African-American abolitionist and women's rights activist.
It's amazing.
They were both NASA missions from the U.S. And the rover was supposed to last about a week, and it lasted actually 83 days.
Okay.
Getting 550 pictures and tons of atmospheric measurements. It was very small and simple. Just had 4 wheels, and it was 25 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It had 2 color cameras and 1 black and white camera to take close-up images. It also had a spectrometer.
Okay.
And even the wheels were collecting data about the physical surfaces that it rolled over. Isn't that crazy? It had little sensors in the wheels.
Yeah, that's insane.
So I thought this was pretty funny that Pathfinder, the lander, used a low-cost delivery method, which was your next Lab Libs. I said, an object used to land safely from a fall.
Yes, and I said parachute.
It is a parachute.
It is a parachute.
Isn't that funny?
Okay, so explain that to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this Pathfinder thing that had inside it the rover.
Yes.
It was encased in 17 feet wide airbag bubbles. The whole structure with all the airbag bubbles was 17 feet across, even though the actual device inside was pretty small. They released it with a parachute down to the surface.
Right.
Where it bounced 15 times at least.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Reaching up to 50 feet high in one bounce.
In a bounce?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's literally bouncing around like a giant beach ball.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Was the parachute was kind of to make it like a soft landing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Softish.
Okay.
I also would have accepted the answer airbags.
Okay.
Since those giant bubble airbags were involved. The lander itself was stationary, the Pathfinder. It also had tons of tools and equipment on it, though.
Right.
It sent over 16,500 images back to Earth.
Whoa.
And tons of atmospheric measurements. and chemical analysis of rocks and soil, wind and weather data.
Jeez.
And it provided our first clues that Mars was once warmer and had something in liquid form once upon a time. Your next Lab Libs. A common chemical on Earth. Your answer is so funny in context. Debbie said hydrochloric acid. Do you think that the Pathfinder found hydrochloric
Bleach?
acid?
No, maybe like mercury or something?
No, more
What?
common.
Common.
The most common.
The most common. Oxygen? What?
A liquid.
Water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So these were some of our first clues that, in fact, Mars most likely did once have liquid water
Water at some
on
point.
its surface.
Okay.
Yep. The Pathfinder found record of possible mineral staining, like as if water had evaporated there, and made lots of recordings about the current atmosphere and weather patterns on Mars for the first time.
Okay.
Now, here's my favorites, the ones that inspired my original deep dive into this topic. In 2004, we landed Spirit and Opportunity.
Okay.
2 more Mars rovers that were each the size of a golf cart, weighing around 400 pounds each.
Okay.
So that was in 2004. Now,
Okay.
Spirit got stuck in 2010, and we lost contact with it. But Opportunity lasted 14 years until 2018.
Wow.
They were only projected to run for 90 days.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Now, these ones weren't powered by the plutonium system. They were
No.
powered by solar panels,
Okay.
which aided in their longevity, but were also their downfall.
Oh.
But they had a much more targeted mission than the previous rovers and landers had. Like looking for minerals deposited during different parts of the water cycle, or geologic processes that shaped the terrain, like erosion, stuff like that.
Right.
And search for clues about what the environment was like when water was present. Like what chemicals were being formed in the water or left over. Were those matching up with things that we know to support biological life?
Right.
Right, so we're trying to paint a picture of what Mars was like when it had water and provide more supporting evidence that there was once water somewhere on Mars.
Okay.
The Opportunity rover was also really important because it calibrated the measurements taken from the things orbiting Mars. So we'd taken all these measurements from the orbiters and said, here's what we know about the surface based on these measurements. Now we're on the surface, so we can validate those measurements and see if our conclusions were correct.
Gotcha.
How accurate are those devices, right? Now, Opportunity was the first one that was a real big success for many years, and it became popular within NASA and with the public. It had a nickname, Oppie. And my fascination with this little guy was my original inspiration for this story.
Okay.
Although they would use the nautical tradition of referring to Oppie as she. In my mind, he's a little guy. So my out of context quote was reportedly this rover's Opportunity's final message back to NASA before losing connection in a big dust storm. So this quote from the rover that I said in the beginning was, "My battery is getting low and it's getting dark." And I just thought it was true. It was so viral. News sources were saying this was the quote from the rover.
Really?
And people were getting it on t-shirts and stuff. And somebody got a tattoo of it. It went really viral.
It was a big thing.
And it's widely reported. Even when I started doing the research for the podcast, at first I found it all over the place. But
Oh my gosh.
the message is fake. I was very mad to find out. I find myself falling for it in my research. Like, I find something, it's happened to me a few times. I find something and I'm like, oh, wow. And then later I think about it more and I'm like, weird though, that one, huh? That little tidbit is strange. I thought about it this time once I started researching and stuff. I was like, it's weird that it sent back like a message. Because they were mostly like sending back images.
Right.
And I was thinking, oh, how cute that we like programmed it to send us a little message.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I wanted to research this topic in the first place. But it's just a fucking tweet. It's just a tweet from a guy.
Come on.
It's a tweet from Jacob Margolis, a science reporter.
Wonderful.
And he said it's a, quote, poetic translation
Okay.
of the final image sent by Discovery.
Okay, great.
This image is just a grainy, dark image. An unfinished transmission from within the dust storm showing that nothing is visible.
He did say it was getting dark.
Yep. And, you know, the sun can't get through the dust, so there's literally just nothing in this image. It's just black and grainy camera static. Mm-hmm. And it's not able to charge its solar battery because no sun is getting through. Hence, my battery is getting low.
Yep.
And it lost contact, and we could never revive it. No matter how many pings we sent to it to recharge, it just would never recharge. So he made this poetic translation of that image and said his stupid little quote, and everyone latched onto it.
Wow.
Like crazy. People were inundating NASA and flooding them with questions about this quote.
About that quote, yeah.
Thinking it was literal. And news reports, like even the New York Daily News, reported it as fact.
Wow.
Now, this poor guy, he was so like distraught, I think. He tried to like release a statement that was saying, it's just a poetic translation of this image. It wasn't literal or whatever.
I mean, do you have a better poetic quote?
No, I mean, it's
from that
good.
image?
That's why it latched on.
Good,
like,
right?
That's what poetry is supposed to do, right? Like, capture the public,
bad.
right?
It's not bad.
I got fooled. I thought it was really the quote from the rover.
Dang it.
So that is my favorite little guy of the rovers. But it wasn't our last rover that we sent to Mars.
Okay.
On August 5th, 2012, the Curiosity rover landed.
Okay.
We're much bigger now. We've gone from 25 pounds up to a golf cart size for Discovery and Spirit.
Right.
Now we're up to the size of a Mini Cooper.
Okay.
2,000 pounds.
Wow. We've got a Mini Cooper on Mars?
We got 2 Mini Coopers on Mars, Debbie.
2 Mini Coopers?
Yes. But let's talk about the first one.
Okay.
Curiosity. It's... You heard it here first. We have 2 Mini Coopers on Mars.
That's great. Do you think they're the ones that have the Union Jack on them?
Yep. The Curiosity rover is much more technologically advanced than the previous rovers. Not only does it have an arm, it has a robotic moving, like, controllable arm that we can control from Earth.
Oh, okay.
And it has 17 cameras. It's much more modern and robust, capable of video footage and panoramic images and microscopic high-resolution images as well.
Jeez.
Some cameras are similar to consumer digital cameras, and they have a familiar feature, which is your next Lab Libs. What do you think is a modern digital camera feature?
I said zoom.
You said zoom. What do you think? The Curiosity rover, does it have zoom?
I think it would have zoom.
Actually didn't have zoom.
It didn't have zoom?
Nope, but it did have autofocus, which was what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
We'll get back to zoom.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Autofocus is important.
Yeah, from what I can tell, it did not have zoom, but it did have autofocus.
Okay.
It also had a camera that took pictures during its descent. So we got like aerial images of Mars as well. And it had a much upgraded spectrometer that took only 1/3 the time to process readings. The Curiosity rover had tons of tools to take measurements that the previous ones could not. It even had a laser to vaporize rocks and study the plasma
gosh.
produced for whatever component gases the rock was made of.
Wow.
Really crazy, right?
Yeah.
A little tiny laser. It's wild.
That's insane. Yeah.
It had also, well, it has, because it's still active.
Okay.
It also has radiation detectors, and so it can detect like different radiation levels all over. And it has something I've never heard of called a pulsing neutron generator,
Okay.
which sounds fake and
Yeah, that's fake.
slightly sexual.
That's on Jimmy Neutron. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
It can apparently detect tiny amounts of water underground and see any ice and water layers that might be there.
Okay.
That's
Right.
a neutron generator.
Yep. I'm gonna take their word and
I know. I was like,
yep.
okay. Yeah, it's still active today, almost 13 years later.
Wow.
Its main mission is to study if Mars is or was capable to sustain life, like microbial life, and create an inventory of the whatever biological building blocks it finds present in the terrain.
Okay.
So I liked to highlight what each mission was because I thought it was interesting. Like, first we were just looking at Mars in general
Yeah.
and measuring stuff.
Yeah.
Then we were like, let's find evidence of water. You know, now we're at let's find evidence of life and the building blocks of life.
Right.
And was it ever capable of holding life? Is it now? Right?
Is it? Yeah.
Right. So that's pretty much goes through all the like history of exploration on Mars. And what I've got next is all of the new and emerging discoveries that are
Okay.
happening now.
Okay.
So in 2020, we landed a second similar rover after Curiosity.
That's the other Mini Cooper.
The other Mini Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about the same size. It's a little bigger, a little heavier, but in the same range. And it's got a similar structural design, but
Okay.
it's much more upgraded from Curiosity. It can conduct an oxygen making experiment, and it did conduct that experiment already and was able to produce oxygen from the supplies it brought from Earth. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. It's very weird.
So it was successful in that experiment.
That's crazy.
And it has tons of tools for collecting rock and soil samples. One tool in particular, which is your next Lab Libs, a hand tool found at Home Depot.
Yes. I said drill.
What do you think?
I think that's right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so now for the first time, not only can we
get
collect...
like a deep soil sample.
Yes.
With it.
Not only can we collect a sample, we can drill for a sample. And we finally got camera zoom.
Oh, we got zoom.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We have zoom now, so we can take images from large distances away.
Okay. All right.
And we can take...
We're advancing quite a bit.
It also housed another device that hitched a ride
Okay.
on the Perseverance rover, which is a little helicopter scout, like a drone,
Oh.
called Ingenuity.
Uh-huh.
And it was the first flight mission on Mars. Wow. Like off the surface of Mars.
And it worked.
And it worked. Yeah, it's zooming around. Down there. Up there.
Wow. Okay, this is all pretty crazy.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
We've done so much.
We
like
have.
from the first
But
time
we
we
don't learn
orbited.
about this. Like,
I know.
who's
I didn't
telling us
know all of
about
this stuff. I knew we had a Mars rover, but I thought it was called the Mars rover. I didn't know that there were like so many Mars rovers, you know?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know we had too many Coopers.
You didn't know that. Nobody
No.
tells you about that.
They don't tell you. Then they should be showing us stuff.
So I'm not even done telling you all the amazing things that Perseverance has on it.
I would not, like, if you would have asked me, oh, do you think we can do this, that, and the other thing on Mars? Like, no, a lot of these I would say, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only do we have the oxygen making experiment success, the drill, the zoom, the helicopter.
These are the greatest dance moves, too.
Great. Now I'm imagining a Mini Cooper-sized robot dancing on Mars.
Doing the drill.
Okay. Oh my God. This is also the first time that we've planned for a rover to return to Earth with samples.
Okay.
Or at least return the samples.
Okay, return the samples.
Right.
Okay.
We do eventually plan for the rover to return, but most importantly, we want to go on a future mission to retrieve the samples from the rover.
Okay.
So the Perseverance has this whole system called the sample caching system. It's apparently extremely complicated, like maybe the most complicated thing we've ever sent into space.
Really?
It's 3 robots in one attached to the Perseverance rover itself. The 3 robots are 1, a robotic arm with a drill, which we've already talked about.
Right.
2, something that's got a funny name to me.
Okay.
Involving your next Lab Libs.
Okay.
It's named after a ride that spins.
Okay.
What do you think? You said teacup ride.
Teacups.
Did we name one of the robots on the rover after the teacup ride?
I don't think so. But I would say, like, the Gravitron or something.
No.
What is it?
It's actually, the piece is called a bit carousel.
Oh, a carousel.
A carousel.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's basically the little middleman. It's shaped like a flying saucer disc, sort of. And it spins. And the point is for it to give things to the drill and the arm.
Okay.
And then take them back into the rover.
Okay.
So it gives the arm a collection tube.
It's a lazy Susan.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lazy Susan.
All right. Got it.
They could have called it that.
But
I like bit carousel because the main thing that it takes is drill bits. So whichever kind of drill bit the drill needs, it hands it over and attaches it to the drill and then takes the other bit back.
Gotcha.
Because we're really trying to do something incredible. The only samples we've taken back from space have been from the moon, and we needed 3 humans to do that. Now we're replacing, or 2 humans, I think. I don't know, some amount of humans.
Right.
Collected samples from the moon and brought them back. Now we're replacing that human element with these 3 little robots working in tandem. So it has to be able to move all of these parts. It's got thousands of moving parts.
Yeah.
And the third robot that it has, this sample caching system,
Right.
is another arm, another robotic arm.
Okay.
But it's little. They call it the T-Rex arm.
Oh, the T-Rex?
Yeah. It's on the underside of the Perseverance. And it's basically picking up where the carousel is leaving off. So it's the thing that takes the collection tube and then places it into 2 spots. One spot for measurement. So it does a bunch of stuff with the tube to measure what's in there.
Right.
And the tube is like a core sample of rock or soil.
Right.
And then it moves it from the measurement station into storage.
Okay.
And it puts it seals it up so that it's hermetically sealed and everything. So it's like crazy.
Yeah.
Adam Steltzner, the chief engineer for the Mars 2020 Perseverance mission at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. I love the names of everything.
Okay.
He said, in terms of technology, it is the most complicated, most sophisticated mechanism that we have ever built, tested, and readied for spaceflight.
I imagine so. Did it tell you how long it took them to make it?
I think I saw somewhere that they were testing things for 7 years.
I wonder how long it took them to like build the thing.
I don't know. But they landed Curiosity in 2012.
Right.
And then they landed Perseverance in 2020.
Yeah.
So that gives you some kind of
Right.
gauge.
Yeah.
Pretty fast, really.
No, it is fast. It is fast.
It's crazy. I didn't think about it like that.
Wow.
It's just 8 years in between.
Uh-huh.
Now, the first rovers, the small ones, those were powered by solar panels. But now, in fact, the Curiosity and the Perseverance, they are back to the original power source for the first Mars rover, which is that plutonium.
Oh, okay.
Because it lasts so much longer. And like I said, the solar panels did allow, at the time, the longest life possible for these rovers.
Right.
Because we hadn't made a bunch of discoveries about the nuclear power systems with the plutonium to make them last longer. They were also the downfall of those solar-powered rovers, too, because once the sun couldn't shine through because of the frequent dust storms on Mars,
it was getting dark.
It was getting dark, and the battery was getting low. And at some point, that battery couldn't be recharged, and we just lost contact completely.
Right.
So now we're back to the
Plutonium.
It's called the radioisotope power system.
Okay.
It's basically a system of generators, and now we use lithium rechargeable batteries, and we're collecting the electricity from the heat given off by radioactive decay of that plutonium.
Okay.
So my question was like, are we putting radioactive waste into space, right? Using the system?
I know.
But apparently we're not.
Okay.
Apparently it's just giving off heat, and the actual radioactive material itself is contained.
Okay.
And that's one of the biggest upgrades that we've made is that containment system.
Okay.
So that it's not spitting out little pieces into the atmosphere.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering the same thing.
Yeah. And one thing I found was funny is that in all of these missions, NASA had 2 versions of everything. Like every rover, there was a version that they were planning to send to space. And there was a version that they just tried every imaginable way to break. Like its job and the team's job was just to put it in all situations and see what would happen so that they could mitigate those issues before sending it to space. You know, do the wheels get stuck?
Temperatures.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They were just like, try to break this thing.
Trying to make it fail. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, most of all of this stuff has been done by the U.S. and NASA, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That it's all from one primary country's efforts. But now, other countries are starting to join the exploration.
Yeah.
So we just got a couple of Lab Libs left, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
What do you think is a country in Asia that have joined the U.S. and sent stuff to Mars?
Okay. I said Japan.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's China.
I would actually accept both answers.
Both?
Japan and China, and also the United Emirates.
Oh.
So the United Emirates has sent an orbiter to Mars.
Okay.
Called HOPE. And it's specifically studying how the Mars atmosphere has changed over time. And its secondary aim is to show an international collaboration for the future of space exploration.
Okay. Got it.
While it's managed and continued by the United Arab Emirates, it used scientists and engineers from the U.S. for its building of the orbiter. And it actually launched from Japan.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah. China has also sent an orbiter and a rover
Okay.
in 2021.
Now, do we run into each other?
You know, maybe this means we've got 3 Mini Coopers on Mars,
There's 3
actually.
Mini Cooper. We're gonna need to install like
A
traffic
dealership.
lights and stuff.
You're right.
Wow.
I don't know how big the Chinese
I still
Rover
picture
is.
them as Roombas, like running into each other. But
I encourage all the listeners to look up pictures of all of these rovers because they're so cute.
They don't look like Mini Coopers.
They don't look like Mini Coopers at all. They look like Wall-E.
Nah.
And like more advanced robotic versions of Wall-E that are bigger. And they're really fun.
Okay.
China is just the second country after us to successfully land in a rover and send back images.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. China's rover is called, I did not look up how to pronounce these, so I apologize. The rover is called Zhurong, named after a god of fire. And the orbiter that launched that rover out is called Tianwen-1, meaning questioning the heavens.
All right.
Together, they have their own impressive array of high-res cameras and design elements and tools to aid in their exploration, take data, store samples, just like Perseverance.
Yeah.
For later retrieval and delivery back to Earth. So it's got a similar type of mission, just, with its own science backing it.
Yeah.
With China's science backing it, I mean.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, the rover has since stopped moving, according to China, as of February 2023. They suspect that there's too much dust on its solar panels to recharge. So China chose to use solar panels.
Solar. Okay.
Yeah. So, it stopped moving, unfortunately. But it still has all of the samples stored. And China does still plan to go and retrieve those samples.
Okay.
And it's invigorated a new movement to be excited about space exploration in China. Now, I said I'd also allow the answer of Japan.
Right.
While Japan hasn't yet landed anything on or around Mars, they plan to send the MMX, Martian Moons Exploration, rovers that will study the 2 Martian moons by the end of 2026. And that's on track to launch by the end of 2026.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool, yeah.
So they're planning not to land rovers on Mars,
right,
but the moons of Mars.
The moons.
And collect data about their surface.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, I said all this was emerging, and it's very emerging. In September of this year, a groundbreaking study was released on data collected by Perseverance, the newest rover. Again, now, we think we have found a biosignature in the sediment that could be evidence that life existed there once in time.
Okay.
Scientists have cautiously dubbed this the quote-unquote strongest evidence so far for life on Mars.
Okay.
You sound so skeptical.
I got my hopes up too many times.
But we're still looking for other explanations and further evidence. These measurements have been collected at a particular site. Your last, Lab Libs. The site on Mars is named after a mythological being. What do you think?
I said Griffin.
You think we've got a griffin on Mars?
I mean, I think that's a great answer. It's a great name.
Yeah.
It's probably not that.
It's not.
What is
the
it?
site is called Bright Angel.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's different.
Right.
That's different.
So we've collected this data at Bright Angel, and I don't even want to paraphrase the article that I read because I think it's important not to obscure exactly what was discovered.
Okay.
So I'm just going to read it as a long quote to end my story today.
Okay.
And as always, this article will be in the show notes along with my other sources.
Okay.
The quote says, "In higher resolution images, the instruments found a distinct pattern of minerals the team called leopard spots. The spots carried the signature of 2 iron-rich minerals, vivianite, which is a hydrated iron phosphate, and greigite, which is also made of iron. Vivianite is frequently found on earth in sediments, peat bogs, and around decaying matter. Similarly, certain forms of microbial life on Earth can produce greigite." So, just so far, we've got these familiar sediment types
Right.
that are found around like decaying matter and other microbial life forms, right?
Right.
Now, to continue, the combination of these minerals, which appear to have formed by electron transfer reactions between the sediment and the organic matter, is a potential fingerprint for microbial life, which would use these reactions to produce energy for growth. Now, they have a caveat here. The minerals also can be generated abiotically, or without the presence of life. Hence, there are ways to produce them without biological reactions, including sustained high temperatures, acidic conditions, and binding by organic compounds. However, the rocks at Bright Angel do not show evidence that they ever experienced high temperatures or acidic conditions. So, although we're not sure, it seems likely that the best answer for what we found is that there was microbial life there. We've never studied the actual material. We've only taken measurements using all of these tools. We've never had it in our hands on Earth.
Right.
So who knows what we'll find once we can study it with not only the technology we're able to send in a spaceship across the galaxy, but all the technology we have available here on Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Could provide...
That you can't put into space.
Exactly.
And do they have any plans of when they're gonna retrieve either China or us?
Seems to be these are space missions happening over the next decade or two.
Okay.
They're ongoing missions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was really, really cool.
Yeah. I learned so much. Every time I learned about one of the new rovers, I was like, it has what? It did what? It lasted how long?
Wow. Yeah, me, space just feels like just a big hole in the sky. Yeah, but you made it very easy to understand and normalize it a little bit for me. It didn't seem so obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Mini Coopers there. How obscure can it be?
That's right. And you put it into Mini Cooper terms on purpose.
That was thanks to a video I found from the Weather Channel. So they are the ones that said it's Mini Cooper size.
I think that you saw that it was Mini Coopers and you were like, okay,
I've
got this British connection here.
Debbie will love it.
Debbie's going to really latch on to this if I call it a Mini Cooper. Nice. Thank you.
So, I fell down not a rabbit hole, but a black hole leading to Mars.
Yes, you did.
So, help ground me back on Earth with your rabbit hole, please.
All right. My rabbit hole is going to kind of be a little bit on the opposite side of what you talked about.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about some things that were not so great technology type things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, my rabbit hole. Okay. Ever since the telecom research I did, my YouTube algorithm has decided that I really want to know stuff about theme parks.
Oh.
And
all right.
Especially botched things at theme parks.
No.
Okay. I encourage absolutely everyone to not look up anything that's theme park accidents. You don't want to know anything about that, right?
Okay.
So we're going to just jump into a more interesting and funny aspect. First of all, though, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Do you know what the first iteration of EPCOT was?
I've learned this before. It was supposed to be some kind of place to live that was futuristic.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I knew absolutely not any of this.
The only reason I know that is because I used to ride the People Mover at Disney World at Magic Kingdom just over and over and over and over again. And it was a tour talking about all the different parks.
Yes, I got you. Yeah. So EPCOT was originally Walt Disney's idea. And he meant it to be like a real city, right? The EPCOT, do you know what it stands for?
No.
Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, he wanted it to have 20,000 plus residents.
Oh, that seems ambitious. Mm-hmm. Okay.
No one would own their homes.
Oh.
Disney would rent them all out to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting very Fordian already.
It got real 40 real quick. Yes. But also just way before his time. How he had all these ideas is pretty crazy. He wanted to have the technology in the houses constantly upgraded. Just like people always up in your home, like, I gotta upgrade this dishwasher. I'm sorry.
Like every year, here's the new model type of thing.
He just wants to keep change this and fix this and make this
constant
cooler.
Innovation.
Yes, constant innovation. Huh. Some of the house technologies that he wanted to have. First of all, he came up with the automated vacuum collection. Do you know what that is?
No.
That is where the trash disposal goes through underground tubes.
Excuse me?
Yeah, with like a suction, like vacuum system.
Like a citywide Roomba.
Yes, and it would vacuum all of the trash into like the trash collection area.
That is so
and
weird.
His goal in that was to eliminate garbage trucks.
Sure,
right.
But at what cost? Like, garbage trucks aren't that bad.
Like, what are you system? Doing? I don't know. It's crazy.
That's something. What else?
Some frozen and prepackaged meals.
Yum.
Yay.
Wait, why are we like outlawing cooking or something? Like, what are...
This is just to make everything so much more efficient.
Okay, I guess. Weird that now Epcot is all about like culture and has like the food and wine festival and stuff.
You had to have a job to live there.
Okay.
You had to have a job.
Sure.
Or you were not allowed to live there. And you couldn't be in a retiree and live there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. Garbage disposals and waste compactors. This is 1960s.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Central heating and air.
Wow. Okay.
Humidity control.
And these were not commonly available at that time.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, absolutely not.
Huh.
Homes were designed with insulated panels for energy efficiency.
Wow. And all this stuff, he had like working prototypes? Or he imagined these things? I don't know
if there was some prototypes, but then I think a lot of this was imagined.
Okay.
But, so intercoms and in-home phones.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Remote control appliances, lights, fans, entertainment devices, vacuum systems. And that'll be just part of your, trash and all that. Dishwasher, solar heating panels.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so modern. Like,
these are some modern things, right?
Huh.
Washing machines, dryers.
So he had plans for this super technologically advanced city of workers.
It was also circular layered transportation system.
Oh, I think I remember that. There was like a map or something on that tour.
The trucks were underground. Cars were on the second layer.
It's so funny to me that he's making this underground system in fucking Florida. Like, there's no underground tunnels here and subways for a reason. Like, it's all water down there. It's like limestone and then water.
Cars on the second layer, but those were discouraged. You weren't allowed to drive cars anywhere, like, in the city. There was no stoplights or anything.
Okay.
I don't know. It was crazy. Monorails and people movers.
Yeah.
And a 30-story hotel. A shopping district with international pavilions.
Oh.
British, Asian,
so
South American. That's where
Epcot start to shine.
Exactly.
Okay.
Maybe an indoor theme park.
Wait, so they just said, you know what? Forget the city. Keep the shopping mall.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a lot of backers that were ready to, like, fund some of this
Really?
stuff, like GE, Westinghouse, Monsanto. Anyway, so he thought of all this stuff. Like, this is what he was just obsessed with before he died. He didn't care about Disney World.
Oh.
That was like second to EPCOT.
Wow.
He wanted to create EPCOT, and he was basically using Disney World to like
Fund.
yes
His EPCOT dreams?
to really do EPCOT. Like that was his big bad dream. He wanted to do EPCOT.
So did Epcot only turn into what it is now after he died?
He died. Yeah.
He died and they were like, all right, we're done with that crazy
He
thing.
died in like 1967,
Yeah.
and his brother, I think, Roy Disney, was like, yeah. Well, anyway, moving on.
We'll make it into a theme park.
Moving on.
We'll keep his cute little name.
do this the way we want to do it.
Right.
Yeah. So it became what it is today, but I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, so here's some fun ones, right? Okay. This is a ride in Dream World in Australia.
Okay.
It was built in 2005, and it was a dark ride, which is, where you take the little vessels through like the dark, you know what I mean? Okay. So it was the story of the Wiggles.
Whoa.
Big red car.
Okay.
It was super popular. Like, this was huge. Like, this is a big deal.
The
They're
Wiggles were a
Australian,
big deal for a while.
and they were Australian,
And
and
it was in
a
Australia,
big old thing. So it was marketed as a high-tech trackless dark ride. Mm-hmm. And Australia had never had one. They hired a New Zealand company to build like a cheaper wire-guarded trackless system, different than what like Disney used for their trackless technology. But I don't know. It has to do with like radio transmission type thing. Like that's how it responds to like a wire underneath that is telling it where to go. Something
so it
like
doesn't
that.
really doesn't have a track.
It doesn't have a track.
Huh. Okay.
So it was supposed to be a ride where it was a kid-focused ride, obviously.
Of course.
And on the big red car, and you would drive through like different scenes in the Wiggles with Dorothy, Henry, Wags, Captain Featherstone, and the four Wiggles. It had like an onboard karaoke microphone too. It was super cool, right?
Silly. Yeah.
So here's the problem, though.
All right.
The ride was like comically slow.
Oh no.
Most of the dark rides average is about 2 miles an hour.
Okay.
And it went 1 mile an hour.
All right.
So
Did people not like that? It was
I mean,
so
it was painfully slow.
gosh.
Yeah, it was painfully slow. Like so the scenes would like drag on forever. Yeah, exactly. So it had repetitive music, which is you probably won't remember it, but it's like toot toot chugga chugga big red car. That's like one of their main.
And it was over and over.
Over and over, yes. The toot toot chugga chugga. Every time the car passed a sensor, it would start it from the beginning. Toot toot chugga chugga big red car. Every room that they went into is what it was supposed to do it over and over. The animatronics looked very cheap.
Yeah.
The main thrust of this ride was like TV screens with the Wiggles on them.
So you were just slowly moving past television screen playing
Right?
scenes from the Wiggles. And it was really popular still?
No. The music, the movement, and the scenes did not sync up.
Oh no.
I saw videos of it. When you went into the room, it was supposed to light up the room when the car entered the room. But sometimes it wouldn't light up immediately. So you were looking into like a dark room. And then also the rooms it only went up so high, and so above like a certain area, the rest was like dark. Picture like a movie set. Like it only went up so high. And you would look up into like oblivion up there.
So
right?
funny. They really tried.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. So anyway, yeah. I mean, eventually it went bye-bye.
Okay.
Yep.
Poor Wiggles.
This is another one. Okay, so
The face that Debbie just made at me.
SeaWorld. Picture it.
All right.
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
This one is actually going to be in SeaWorld San Diego.
Okay.
But after the Blackfish debacle,
Yes.
they were supposed to be expanding like the orca tanks and everything because of everything that happened with Blackfish. They were supposed to make them bigger and better and make things better for the orca.
Right.
But then they decided to stop the orca breeding program when the new CEO started or whatever.
Right.
And then he said, fuck that shit. Like, let's put the money somewhere else. I mean,
Oh, okay.
who cares about that now? Like, we're not going to breed them anymore. So,
Wait, so probably didn't really care about the orcas then, huh?
no. They didn't care about the orca.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the orca. Anyway, so there was a bunch of like new rides and stuff that came about in Orlando and San Diego and wherever the other one's at, Austin or wherever it's at.
Okay.
This one, though, I'm going to tell you about is called Submarine Quest,
Okay.
and it's in San Diego. So it was supposed to be like an interactive, like submarine experience.
right.
Where you're kind of diving down into the ocean and
That's
looking
what I was
out and seeing,
imagining.
yeah, and like that's okay. So it wasn't really submarine at all.
Uh-huh.
It was actually 15 feet above ground,
That's not.
and
Correct.
a lot of it was outdoors.
That's not correct at all.
So the bright sunlight.
We're deep underwater.
So a part
Where the
of
sun
it,
is
you would just
shining.
be like, right out into the blinded by the sunlight.
Gosh.
Like, yep, I'm in a submarine right now.
Oh my gosh,
They
that's
had
terrible
like really cheap
design.
looking like CGI screens. It was terrible.
That would just pull you so badly out of the moment. At least they could have kept it dark. If they were not going to have it really underwater, the least they could have done was make sure it was dark. Get some black curtains, like-
Yeah. And then they said it actually looked semi-decent at night.
Okay, yeah, well, it's nighttime.
There was a water spray effect, like, but it would only squirt the front left person.
Shut up.
I saw videos of people getting off and she has just like this big wet spot. on
Oh
her
my
shoulder.
God.
It was terrible. It's terrible. It was designed so bad.
Wow. That's funny.
So bad.
That's funny. Well, great.
Within the first 48 hours,
Let me tell you.
people were like, no, this is terrible.
Let me tell you. Great use of the money. Right?
How long do you think it was open?
6 months.
7 months.
Oh no.
Yes. And then Legoland California did kind of the same thing about a year later.
They tried to have a submarine thing.
Yeah, but they did it.
They did it way
They
better.
did it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. So
Okay.
submarine quest type ride.
Wow.
Okay. Let me ask you one other question.
Okay.
Have you heard about the first day of the opening of Disneyland?
No,
You've never heard about the first day?
I don't think so.
It was quite the debacle.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell me.
This was in 1955.
All right.
Disneyland opened. It was really exciting and chaotic and everything.
course.
And it had been rushed and completed in like just over a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So here's some of the problems that they some of the problems they experienced. So it was really overcrowded. Okay. They invited 15,000 guests.
Oh.
And 28,000 people showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There was widespread counterfeit tickets.
Oh, wow.
There was people hopping the fences and climbing ladders to jump over the fences to sneak in.
I can just imagine all of this. I can just imagine it.
Massive traffic jams.
Oh, yeah.
So these people are in their cars for hours out there. So there was a lot of kids peeing on the parking lot.
No.
Mm-hmm. Large sections of the park were unfinished.
That's awful. And there's 28,000 people there roaming around and jumping over the fences. And
so bad.
They're not even getting all their ticket sales because people are counterfeiting their tickets.
They actually did like another quote unquote first day at some point, and that's the date that they use for the anniversary.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Got unlucky, and there was a plumber's strike right before this.
Oh, God. And then all the kids were peeing everywhere.
Right. But they did get the toilets. Toilets were good. But what they didn't get was water fountains. So the guests had no access to like water on this scorching day. They could buy Pepsi, but you know.
They could buy Pepsi. Of course they could.
Of course they could.
Wow. This is a huge...
There's some odd store choices. Like... an intimate apparel shop.
No!
Called the Wizard of Bras.
No! I hate it! I hate it so much.
There was nightmarish costumes. They were borrowed from at the last minute. Some of the asphalt was still wet. So
scorching asphalt?
High heels were getting stuck in the asphalt.
That's hilarious.
Is that not crazy?
This is like the start of a horror movie or something. Oh no!
So
not the Wizard of Bras. I can't get over that.
This whole thing was a live. It was live broadcasted. So it's just complete and utter chaotic mess.
How did they return from this failure?
I don't know, but they did it. They fixed everything they needed to fix. Well, they called it Black Sunday. But yeah,
a name went down in infamy.
Yes. Yep, Black Sunday.
Wow.
Okay, so that's all I've got.
I love those.
The EPCOT is crazy.
The EPCOT is crazy. Like I said, I vaguely knew that, but I didn't know what level. I love the Australian one too.
The Wiggles is great. I love
slowly
the thought.
Moving past televisions.
Toot, chug a big red car.
Over and over and over and over again. Imagine you're a worker on that.
You're in the dark.
Wait, imagine not only that you went on that ride and heard it so many times, imagine if you work on that ride.
No.
You would hear that in your sleep,
You would never
Debbie.
be able to get that out of your head.
Oh, no. I bet they're still hearing it in your head.
I probably still hear it. And then the submarine quest that was like way not submarine.
And then Disney's just absolute failure to launch.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So that was my rabbit hole that YouTube decided. I really like theme park disasters. But I thought I'd share that with you.
Yes, thank you for sharing.
It's not Mars exploration, but,
Hey, innovation's innovation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you gotta try and fail to get where you're going.
Just gotta toot, chug.
That's really the moral of the story in both of these things.
Exactly. All right. Well, we will put your resources up.
Yes, I had so many sources this week. Everything from planetarium websites to the Weather Channel, a video from them, tons of articles from NASA. So it's really a great source of information that I've pulled from this time.
Awesome. Okay, we'll put that in the show notes. And we will be back and I will tell you a crazy story.
All right.
I'll mispronounce things.
Of course, as always.
You'll probably get 1 or 2 correct.
Yeah, or I'll get lucky, get like half of them correct like you did this week.
Yeah, I liked that.
You were on a roll.
I really liked that.
Yeah, that
that I hate not getting any
I
of
know.
them right.
I knew you would be excited to hear how many times I said, no, you were right.
All right, we will talk to you next time. Thank you for listening.
Thank you again so much for our 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Yay.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.